today I'm going to make a cake, and I'm going to surround it with fingers, I think they're called. If that's wrong, please write it to me in the comments. But first I went ahead and I made a tiny pit, a tiny small finger in scrub clay, and I put it into a mold. And with my mold I made quite a few more lying beside each other, and I made a mold of that. So it's quite easy. It's just a tiny piece of clay that I molded, and I put some bread texture in there with a juice broth and a ball of tin foil, and then I bake that. Then I take some dough colored clay for the mold, and I'm going to put that aside for now. And I take some white clay for the cake, and I'm going to roll this and shape it into my cake by squeezing and rolling. So I want it tall, but not taller than my fingers. I don't know if they're called fingers. Please tell me if you know. So here I have my cake. Now I take my mold. Okay, I'm going to leave it here. No, wait. I'm going to put that aside. So I'm going to take my mold, and I'm going to take my dough colored clay and roll it into a snake. Like this, and I'm going to put it in my mold here, and I'm going to cut the excess clay, making sure my mold is full, and it is. So I am squeezing it out of my mold. So here I have my first pieces of fingers cut off. But I'm going to need some more, so I'm going to do it 2 more times, I think. Then I take some of my soft pastels and a brush, and I think I'm going to take the light brown here, and I'm going to put some colors on my fingers, shade them a bit. And here you see the difference between the shaded ones and the non-shaded. And I do this before so that I don't get it the colors on my white clay. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to put them around my cake. It's stuck! Like this. Making sure this sits nice and straight around the edge. And then take one more and put it on here. I think I don't have enough for the whole way around. No, it's not good. I don't. I just need one. Okay, I'm going to make one. So, I got my cake all surrounded by the fingers. I got it all the way around my cake now, and I'm going to make a small tiny rose to sit on the cake. For that I use some red colored clay. I'm just heating it up here. And I'm putting it on my work surface. And rolling it out in a very thin layer. Taking taking my kimber cutter in a round circle and squeezing out 6 or 7 of these. I can have 6, so I'm starting with that. So I'm starting with one of these. I hope you can see this. And then I'm just rolling it together. Taking another one, squeezing it a bit and sticking it around the first one like this. And I just do that with all these extra small ones I have. Sorry about that. But my camera is having a really bad day for doing this. And I'm just building up my rows. Squeezing it a bit in the bottom, not too much. Putting one more on. Sorry about that. And the last one I have. You could easily use 2 more and 1 more, but I only have this one, so I'm going to make it a small one like that. I hope you can see. And I'm just and then I just roll the bottom of my flower a bit, and I can cut it off. And now I can take my small tiny flower and I can stick it on my cake. But you can make your roast just like you want to. This is just the way I like to make mine. Then I have some green colored clay. And I'm going to take a tiny piece of that. This is actually scrap clay. And I think there's green, grey and white in it. And I'm going to roll a very thin string, if I can get it to work with me here. As thin as possible, because this will make the result look even better. So I'm going to take a piece of that and some kind of tool. And I'm going to let it start from my rose. And just make a random pattern. Okay, I'm going to try to turn around my cake so you can see, like that. Now I take my green clay and I'm going to make it really flat here. And I'm going to cut out a few leaves for my tiny rose. And I'm taking a small dotting tool and giving my leaves some texture. Like that. I'm going to put them on my cake. And you can actually put more leaves on there if you like to, but I like it like this. You could decorate it different if you like to, just like you want to. But I chose the rose, and here you go. That's my cake. Now you have to bake it, and that's it. Happy crafting!